Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about Raila Odinga AUC chairmanship bid. As you all know, Raila Odinga is the former Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya and is the only living soul that has contested for presidency for 5 times unsuccessfully. And some people say Raila Odinga has a generational curse from his maternal and paternal grandfather. Paternal grandfather, that is Shundu Shitawa. And I'll make another video to talk about that. But first, before we dive in, I want to continue thanking those people who have subscribed to this channel. And for those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to this channel. Give it a thumbs up so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now, yesterday, Raila Odinga declared that he has left Kenyan politics and will be concentrating on his AUC chairmanship. AUC chairmanship currently is held by a guy from Chad, the former Foreign Affairs Minister, Moso Faki, and his term will come to an end next year in May. So the election will be next year in May. And as Kenyans, we have our own candidate, and I will ask all of you to support Raila. And I can tell you, this chairmanship is for Raila to take. We had one of a competitor that was a world competitor, the former Foreign Affairs Minister for Somalia. But just a few weeks ago, when the closure, when the submission of names came to a close end, the said Foreign Affairs Minister of Somalia endorsed Raila Odinga for the same post. So that was maybe I can say she was a world competitor because there was a rumor going around that the Muslim countries have endorsed that lady for the chairmanship of AU. Other competitors include one from Djibouti, to whom I think will be the only competitor for Raila Odinga. The others are from 2 countries that are not known whether they are in East Africa or Southern Africa. So I think that is what will be our competitor, and for me I can tell you, this one is for Raila to take. So far, Raila has been endorsed by around 24 countries, including South Africa. Of course, Kenya, President Ruto has endorsed Raila Odinga, Uganda, Museveni, Rwanda, Kagame, Samia Suluhu, Tanzania. Although there were rumors that President Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of Kenya, wanted to field a candidate from Tanzania to be a competitor to Raila Odinga, but that efforts proved futile, and now Tanzania are backing Kenya for good. For those who don't know Raila Odinga, I can give you a brief profile of Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is a man that we believe, Raila Odinga, I can say, is the Kenyan president that Kenyans have never had. This is a president that we have never had. From when he was a youth, in 1982, when there was an attempted coup in Kenya during the times of Moi, and is known for putting Kenya above his personal interest. If you follow the history of Raila Odinga, in 1997, after the elections that were marred with, as they say, it was marred with irregularities, Raila Odinga shook hands with President Moi. They had a cooperation, and then he merged this political party, the then LDP, with Kanu, and he became the SG, and he was named the Minister for Roads. In 2002, after Moi betrayed Raila Odinga and other politicians, other bigwigs like Alonzo Musyoka, George Tetoti, they teamed up to form the NAC and endorse Kibaki. In fact, in 2002, Raila Odinga had the Tosha magic, and he came up with the Kibaki Tosha, which propelled President Kibaki to presidency, defeating Uhuru Kenyatta. He won by a landslide of 67%. So Raila Odinga in 2002 supported Kibaki. Although in politics they say, there's this good friend of mine called Lima Queen, he normally says, in politics there are only 2 constants. Number 1 is betrayal, and number 2 is interest. So every politician will always place their interest above anybody else. And I can also advise you, every time you are working with a politician, ensure you place your interest above everything. So the first one is interest, of which by then the interest of Raila Odinga and that of President Moi were not merging, but they were merging with those of President Kibaki. So he went ahead to support Kibaki, and he won in 2002. So immediately after they won the election, after they were sworn in and he was named the Minister of Roads, there was an MOU between the NAC, that was between the NAK and the LDP, which they later made and formed NAC. They had agreed that within 100 days, Kibaki will come up with a constitutional amendment, and they will amend the constitution to come up with to create the position of Prime Minister and 2 deputies. And in that arrangement, Raila was supposed to be the Prime Minister, Kalonzo and Saitoti were to be the 2 deputies, and Kibaki remained the president and Kijana Wamalwa as the vice president. But that did not happen. Therefore, this forced Raila to join the opposition leaders led by Uhuru Kenyatta in Kanu. And William Ruto by then was very young. The likes of Musalia Mudavadi, they teamed up and they opposed. There was a Katiba in 2005, and they opposed it, and they defeated Kibaki, who was the then president, forcing him to dissolve his cabinet. In 2007, now because of this orange, it was orange versus banana. Kibaki was for banana and Raila was for orange. So the orange team formed a political party called Orange Democratic Movement Kenya, which towards the election, Kalonzo Musyoka ran away with the certificate, and they had to approach one of the guys who had the ODM, and they got a certificate and they ran on ODM ticket. That's in 2007. So Raila again in 2007 ran, and I can tell you, I was one of the supporters of Raila. Although I was young, but I was a die-hard fan of Raila Odinga in 2007. And I can tell you without fear of any contradiction that Raila Odinga won in 2007. Everybody knows that, but his victory was stolen by the sitting president, who was Kibaki. So fast forward to 2013, they were competing in 2007 again after the untold there was post-election violence. Raila placed the country above everything, and he sacrificed his ambition and he became the prime minister. They had a coalition government called the Nsumukate, which ran to 2013. And in 2013 he competed with Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, of which Uhuru Kenyatta won. In 2017 now, there was an election, and the election was mad with, we can say there was a lot of electronic rigging. You know, nowadays elections are they're no longer manual. So these electronic devices, he said that there was some manipulation. They went to court, and Maraga nullified the election of Uhuru Kenyatta, and Raila had, after that they went to an election which they boycotted. Later in 2018 March, there was an handshake between Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. Another instance where Raila Odinga placed the interest of the country or the nation above everything else. So as we are moving to this AUC thing, yesterday I saw Raila Amolo Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi at the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary in Railways. They came out and Raila announced that he has officially left the Kenyan Politics. I will make a video on something about the politics in ODM later. But Raila Odinga has officially left Kenyan Politics. Although I know he loves Kenyan Politics, but for now he has to forgo that for the interest of the bigger picture. And we'll be happy as a country to have the AUC chairperson, because since the inception of AUC, we have never had a chairperson of AU from Eastern Africa, and this will be our first privilege or first opportunity to enjoy this Addis Ababa office. I want to wish Raila Amolo Odinga all the best, and I can say without any fear of favor that this AUC thing is for Raila to take it, unless the only thing that can stop Raila Odinga from being the AUC chair are things that are very natural. Either he decides that I want to leave it, I'm old and I can go home, or we don't know, maybe nature can decide, but for now it is for him to take it. Let us prepare for Baba, the chairperson of AU, the president of Africa. We normally say Baba will be the president of presidents. So let us wish Raila Odinga all the best, and we will be here watching, and I will monitor his campaigns, and I will always make videos on the same. We follow up, but I am asking you as a country, I'm asking as a country to support him. Yeah, otherwise, thank you very much. Subscribe to this channel. Like, share, and comment if you're able to do that. And I really appreciate. I always keep on appreciating you guys. Let us support each other, and we'll go far. Thank you.